Included an amazing day of learning with our teachers.
Fantastic. So I think we have some takeaways from today. What do you say, Sarah? What are our big takeaways?
I think the first and foremost, it was extremely productive for all of our teachers. It was nice to see cross-pollination and collaboration inter-school. We are seeing more alignment between the schools as well as at the school sites themselves. They're all on the same topic, receiving the same piece versus pockets and islands of training and excellence there. And then I think that at the end, when you, John, were able to articulate the 3-year plan that we have for writing as a district, that helped our teachers see that this wasn't one of those things that we're just going to do for a short term and then move on to the next thing. This is something we're invested in, and we expect to see changes happening in instruction.
That's spot on.
Thank
Sarah.
you, Sarah.
Thank
That
you.
was fantastic. John, what's one of the takeaways you had today?
Well, I think it was very clear that there were lots of connections, explicit connections to our framework, and teachers were making sense around components of writing towards the wheel and the practices that we've been discussing. But I feel that we need to tighten that up. I'm wondering if the presenters, to what degree they understood where we are relative to the framework, and specifically our 3 schools. So one recommendation we might make would be to have the trainers have a conversation with the principals prior to the next learning day, so that we can really tighten up that conversation, and then the trainers would understand where our 3 schools are relative to our framework 3 months down the road.
That's an excellent suggestion. What do you think, Sarah?
I would have to concur.
Of course.
I think the last takeaway I have is the closure. The closure at the end. What happened was, I'm not sure the teachers were really aware of what they needed to bring. So I think better communication about writing samples, maybe some curriculum supports, that way they can see where writing takes place within their new curriculum, as well as some writing samples and student work that they can begin to look at and have some ideas about that. And the other piece, I think, was the closure. Because we closed it after we gave them planning time, I think it was difficult for them to pull the teachers together. So if we closed it and then allowed them to do the planning afterwards, because they have all the materials, I think it would have gone much better. So that's my takeaway. What do you guys think?
I agree. I think once you're really deep into that planning, it's hard to come back and listen to a spiel.
Did you say listen? Well,
Because I
well,
like gold.
I agree.
It's been a long day of learning, and that will happen. So those
The
are
Dutch in me.
Yeah.
those are our 3 takeaways. So
That's right.
we hope you enjoyed it, and hopefully you got something out of our information.
And for the RowShelJel news team, we thank you for your time. If you want to learn more about the orangutan and Tarzana, follow this segment.
Stay classy, Roland.